Hi YouTube family, Starts with Star, aka Tracy. Been trying to get this video done for several days now, and I'm just determined that I'm going to get it done and get it posted tonight. So here we go. To all my new subscribers, thank you so much for joining me and allowing me to share my story with you. I hope that it will bless you. I hope that it can help you out along the way. You could be going through some of the same things that I'm going through. To all of my IVF sisters who are in their 2-week wait, who are just now starting cycles, who are just all of you. I love you guys. Still praying for you, even though I haven't been on lately. I've still been praying for everyone. I'm going to try to get caught up on videos today. Haven't been on because there's actually been quite a bit going on for me, so I'm going to try to make it short and sweet. Okay, so if you've been following my videos, you knew a couple weeks ago that I had an RE appointment. My husband and I went in for that, and they ganged up on me. Yeah, they double teamed me on the back surgery issue. So we had to kind of go through that and talk with my spine docs and all that, and we've just today come to the conclusion, my husband and I, that we're still going to go ahead and go forward with IVF and do the procedure afterwards, because the procedure I have elected to do will mean 2 years of x-rays after surgery. So unless we want to wait, 3 years or so, another 2.5 years to have a child, then we're going to go ahead and do it now. So, because in 2 years, we don't know, insurance could change. Right now, we're fully covered. Our insurance will cover everything. My medication will be covered. The most I'll pay out of pocket on medication is $40 per prescription, but the IVF procedure in itself is fully covered. So, I just did a lot of praying and just focusing, and I was stressing at it at one point, and then, God's, why are you up stressing over something that I've already worked out? So that was enough for me to kind of give me some peace and allow me to rest and let me know that I'm on the right track, doing the right thing. So the last thing my RE told me before we left a couple weeks ago was that to just let him know, whatever we decided to do, whether it was to wait 6 months and then come in, or, just whatever we wanted to do, just let him know when we were ready to start our cycle. So I'm going to give them a call first thing in the morning, and I think I'm going to try to shoot to get on the August cycle. August to September. I do have to go in for another series of injections that I'll need to do. They want to do for my back, which I've had these injections 3 times before, and they really don't help, but they want to try it in a different location this time. And still been walking, exercising. I've lost 10 pounds within the last 2.5 weeks. And some of that was where I had gained a little weight back because, when I was in the hospital and couldn't do anything for a couple weeks, I had gained a little weight. So back to doing that, going walking. I have a PVC suit I've been walking in, and wow, talk about sweating. Yeah, we're doing that. I fell down some stairs about a week and a half ago, so I have like a bruise, no kidding, this big on my backside. So I fell down some stairs, and one of my friends, it was so funny, he said, T, now how you gonna have a bad back and be clumsy? I said, I don't know, but whatever. So but I'm really, what, God is so awesome, because the way I fell down those stairs, I really shouldn't have been able to get up, to function, to move. I came in the house, I took a pain pill, took my muscle relaxers, laid down for a couple hours, haven't missed a beat. God is awesome. Now, the young lady who is my nurse from church, who is also just my personal nurse, she's been having a fit. She was like, you need to at least go in and get it checked. But she checked me over, and I told her, look, I'm fine. I'm up. I'm moving. I'm happy. So some of the things that the RE told me, he went over some of the medications that I would be taking. This is what he told us. They are going to do a day 5 transfer on me. He wants to do a day 5 transfer, and he will do transfer no more than 2 eggs. Well, 2 embryos, I'm sorry, and possibly even 1. Because the only fertility issue that we had was that I had clamps, placed on my tubes after I had my daughter. I was 23, young and dumb, thought I knew it all. And so that's the only fertility issue that we have. And my husband and I have children together, and then he has previous children. And so the doctor says that we are what he considers to be the ideal couple for IVF, and that we are also the couple that scares him. So he won't do more than 2. He said possibly even 1, depending on how the embryos look on day 5. Then he'll see at that point. But I'm pushing for 2 twins. If it happens, if that's in the will of God, I'm perfectly fine with that. So that was his thing. He just didn't want them to, keep dividing. We end up with quads or something like that. So he was really cautious about that. But he said that everything looked really good. My husband's semen analysis came back, and it was fine. It was perfect. No problems there. I had to buy a new car. I had a Altima that I've had for 7 years. I bought it brand new with 15 miles on it, and I had put 200 and some odd thousand miles on it. Never had a problem out of it. All we ever did were oil changes and things like that. So my engine, or my transmission one, started going out. So I had to get a new car. So I got the 09 Chevy Traverse. If you're looking for a new vehicle, check out the Chevy Traverse. And I've never had an American-made vehicle. I've always had like Nissan or Toyota. But I did get the 09 Chevy Traverse, and I really, really like it. It does seat 8. So, with expecting a new addition, that was really great. My husband just, he wasn't in town when I went to the dealership. But he talked to the guy who's our salesman, who's also a good friend of ours. He said, just give her what she wants. So he just came into town and signed the paperwork and everything for me. So I got my new car. I'm really happy about that. It's so much been going on. And I'll try to get on and give you guys another update here really soon. But like I said, I'm going to try to jump on the IVF cycle list for August, September, somewhere in there. But thank you all for continuing to pray for me. I'm still praying for you. And, I always say this, and I have to keep saying it. If God is on your side and He's working it out for your good, that's more than the whole world against you. When you have God, you just can't beat that. And I know it's so much going on in the media right now. So, so much death and so much killing and so many negative aspects, that we have to really, really at this time, be about our Father's business. So, that's what we're focusing on, and I've been focusing on that. And I'll tell you something, I've been reading Psalms a lot, and I ran across Psalms 127. And I just encourage you to read it, if you get a chance, because it really did bless me. And I think it'll be a blessing to you too. So just remember, I love you, God loves you, and if God is for you, that's more than the whole world against you. Stay blessed.